Hi everybody, I'm going to try and see if I can steal a moment or two on my rooftop today to do a little bit of a video for you. I don't know if the wind might be a problem, but let's see. Just going to show you my view where I live. There's a bit of construction going on here. But basically, it's on the edge of this coconut forest. There are also quite a lot of cashew nut trees around. So I'm on about the third floor, and there is a place being built there which is rather large. Apparently it's an Indian movie star's home to be. And then there are a couple of lovely little places that have been done with the traditional coconut palm roof, like this one I'm showing you now. Can't really see that for the trees, and there's one just across the road from me with this very colourful fence. That is also under construction, and you can see the forest continues on that side. So this is a farm across the way. See the lovely red earth. The earth is very red here. Of course it does make very red dust, but they do grow coconuts here, and it's a new orchard, let's say. I think that's what you call it, and I am just amazed at how much water growing coconuts actually demands. You'd think they just grow and 1, 2, 3, you've got your coconut. Nope. If you want a juicy coconut, it takes a lot of water. So these lower trees that you can see in the front is an area that is cashew nut trees, and they are actually fruiting at the moment. Very interesting to see the fruit with the nut stuck on the end of it. Won't be able to show you that now, but it's quite fascinating. And of course some more places about to be built, and this is where I am sitting up on my little rooftop spot with my knitting for the day. So here I am. I'm Sita. This is the Shawl Knit Unplugged, and I'm coming to you from the rooftop of my temporary home in South India. And I think it's a quiet moment, so let's get to it. I am sure you are aware that I have been purchasing and sampling and working with some beautiful silk. So the first thing I want to show you today is this experiment. I'm experimenting at the moment with the silk, and I'm holding a strand of mulberry silk and a strand of Eri silk together. So the smooth one is the mulberry silk, see if we can see, and this rougher one is the Eri silk. Can you see the slabs? It's lovely and natural, hand spun. It's a 2-ply, the Eri, and this is a single, the mulberry. So I'm knitting this long, very loose gauge sort of neck scarf. I guess something like a Sophie, I would imagine. I find with the silk, to really get that lovely soft quality of it, it's, in my opinion, it's necessary to knit it on a lovely loose gauge that shows it off beautifully. So this is just going to be a lovely soft accessory to wrap around your neck, in this totally lovely shades of natural. I'm going to bring it very close. Let's see if that works. The Eri is slightly more creamy than the mulberry. The mulberry is almost white, but not really. So that is what I'm doing with that. I'm nearly finished it. It's very soft. And then I did out of the plain Eri, I think I have showed you, and I've completed it. This lovely, also again, it's sort of a scarf shawl called Butterflies Flying Out of Your Stash Box from Eri Shimizu. And here is one that I've started in cotton and bamboo blend. Oh, it might be the cotton and silk. It is the cotton and bamboo, 40% bamboo, 60% cotton. It's called Eco Lush, and it's really lovely kind of walnutty brown color called patina. There it is. And that is also on my needles. That's been on my needles for quite a while. I started working on this one, and then when I received the silk, I moved on to that. So that one will have to be completed. Right now it's quite warm here. In fact, it's hot. Up here on the roof where I am, there's a lovely breeze, and it's a perfect place to sit and knit. But knitting with wool is a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm tending to keep with my experimenting in the silk and using the cotton that I have. And I do have one project that I started because I basically need some color in my life. So I'm going to show that to you, and that is out of wool. It's a superwash fingering wool, which actually is not that woolly, so it's quite easy to work with in the evenings, actually. So this is the Fragmentation shawl from Stephen West, one of his newest ones that have come out. It's beautiful. It's done in all these long panels, which are then knitted together as you go along, and I just love that idea because each panel doesn't end up with a lot of stitches. You start off with 4 stitches and you work your way through your stripes, increasing, and he uses 7 colors. I've used 4 colors, and then I've added a stripy border on the end. So mine will be slightly smaller. Mine will be 14 rows shorter than the original, but it's fine. It ends with this lovely I cord, and I'm just going wild with my colors. These are some colors that I dyed up, and one that I didn't dye up. This I bought this, and I showed you this yes, in this project as well. This is from Big Fox Yarns, and I can't remember what this is called, but I bought this a while back last year because I saw it and I thought I have to just have it. I have to, and then I'm adding it into whatever I'm busy with, so it just lifts it up. Initially I was only going to use these 3 colors, which are all colors that I have dyed. This one's actually a merino and linen blend, and these 2 are just merino. And then there's this lovely lime green, which this one I think is from, both of these I think are from Knottyhabit. So this is a whole South African yarn dyeing blend. So I was just going to use these colors, and I thought, they're very harmonious, but they're probably just a little bit boring for me actually, probably not for anybody else. So I thought, here's my opportunity to spice it up. So I've added that, and I'm very happy with it. It's coming along nicely. I've only knitted 2 panels. I think there's 7 or maybe 8, probably 7, but it's great because you can knit 1 panel, put it down, and very easy to come back. You start off with a little I called tab, and you knit this little round section, and then you put the stitches on hold, and you just start picking up 4 stitches at the beginning, and you start to knit, and there we go. That's the back where you join as you go. You when you get to the end of the row, you slip one with yarn in front, and then you pick up a stitch from the side here, and you knit those two together and you turn around. And it's very easy, it's very clear, you can see what you're doing, you don't have to guess where to pick up the stitches. Of course, there's a lot of weaving that's necessary, but I am always a weave as I go person, so it's not difficult. Once I've blocked, I just have to snip it all off. And I'm looking forward to seeing this completed. I think it's going to be gorgeous. It's a big half pie, semicircular, and it's knitted on a 3.75 needle. So this is something I'm enjoying. It's just bringing me joy, some lovely color, while I'm actually doing what I consider my work with the silk. I have now just about received all the silk. I'm waiting just for the fingering weight Eri to arrive, and very soon that will be here, and then I will be ready soon after that to return to South Africa. I am going to be coming back in May, and I have a few plans. I was going to be doing the Karoo Winter Wool Festival, but I can't do that. Something else has come up, so I will not be doing that. But I am planning a fun retreat in the little hamlet town of Barrydale in the Little Karoo in the Western Cape. That is just a teaser. Once I have complete confirmation about that, I will be letting you know. It'll be in August or September, and it's going to be great. It will include working with silk, which I will provide for the workshop, and that is going to be fun. So I just popped in today because I found a quiet moment, and I thought, let me do this. And I also have to be a bit shorter on my videos because I don't have good enough Wi-Fi for the uploading. It takes days. The last video was 25 minutes. It took 2 days for that to eventually upload from my phone, and I could hardly do anything else in between. Meanwhile, the weather is hotting up here. It's around about 31 degrees in the day and not that much cooler at night, 26, 27. So one lives with fans, and unfortunately I don't have AC, but that's fine. I'm quite used to living with the temperatures, you know. That's the life of a nomad. Not too many mod cons. It's quite humid, not terribly humid, but for me it's better than dry. So I don't have a problem with the weather. I am today going to stay up here on the roof as long as I can, which will only be about another hour or so before the sun comes. Then I will move down and settle in to my little home and continue with my silk experiments. So if you've just popped in, thanks for coming. Keep watching. There'll be some updates. I try to do this every week. It's not always possible, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and you can follow me on Tribalbling on Instagram for my fiber story, and I have another Instagram page called Mystic India Tours for the tours that I take. If you haven't already had a look at the latest fiber chats, well, it might not be the latest episode now, but Irina Shah's fiber chat, she has interviewed me quite recently. It's called Following the Silk Trail in India. Please take a look and enjoy your weekend, and thanks for coming. Bye.